Hello, how you doing, my kings and queens? I'm your host, King. There you go. What I like to talk about is not to get upset if people nitpick or correct you over stuff that you've been doing for 20 years or 30 years. I know it might be annoying by saying, how come they didn't say anything all this time and they let you uh, do whatever it is you're doing, but now they're saying something that's nothing but Satan's strategy for you to get upset, to get so quick to shut down. Uh, it's similar to you arguing if you got a 68 or 69 and you want the teacher or the professor to pass you. What you can do is do extra credit or get a high score the next time. So please don't get mad at stuff that you can't fix that might have been too late, because that's vanity talking. See, that's when you are talking to you blue in the face where you're wasting time. Please don't uh, do that. All this hard work is not going in vain. Don't get upset. You can get upset on the inside, but not on the outside. You can control people's. You can't control people reaction. You can only control your action. Greater is He who's in you than he who's in the world. Greater it's your action than his action that's in the world, that's in the office, that's in the car. That brings me to my next point too. Is if somebody's asking you to modify your way of doing, this can help you to modify your way of driving. Instead of doing the same old thing over and over, you could mix it up with driving. So if you can modify whatever it is your friend or family members ask you to do, this can help you to be more open-minded. This can help you to not want to fight uh, and go in the same way. I say, I took this same way in driving for 20, 30 years. How about you take another way? And it could be, you could drive on the highway and go one route, but then a friend or family member might show you another route, because that route that you like to go to might be blocked, it might be snowed in, but the other route might be longer or might be shorter, but it'll help you to get to your destination quicker. So when somebody is telling you something, look at it as it is a fashion. By saying, "Oh, I don't think this matches this time." And you say, "But I've been wearing this for 20 or 30 years. What do you mean this doesn't match? This is my favorite outfit." Please don't get defensive. You say, "You know what? I will think about it. Even though this is my favorite attire, this is my favorite, it's part of my repertoire, but I'll take in consideration what you are trying to say to me." It's similar with driving. So what I'm saying is, if you be more open-minded with any feedback, this can help you be more open-minded when the teacher or examiner tell you something that you may not want to hear but need to hear. It's gonna help you to go far in life. This can help you be an independent driver. The more receptive you are to criticism, to feedback, even though it's unexpected, even though you think you look good in the mirror and the person said, "Oh, that doesn't go right." You know how the ladies do when they say, "Oh, that doesn't look right. Try this tie or try this outfit." But they say, "Why? I don't want to. I've been wearing this all my life. Why have to change now?" It might be for the best. It might be time for an upgrade. It might be time to try new things. Now, when you modify your conversations, this will help you to be adaptable. This will help you to be ready for anything that life might throw at you, especially when you're on uh, the road. When I said to modify the turn, modify your three-point turn, modify your parallel parking, modify your angle driving, modify your highway driving, modify your vision, modify your um, changing the lanes, modify you driving into the driveway, modify getting gas. You you just had to be prepared for it, the unexpected, because you may not know what the future brings. Another thing I recommend that you do is, if you have a truck, open up the seats too, especially if the truck that you have or that you're in could turn into a six-person truck or six-person car. It's similar to you open up the garage door or open up the U-Haul door. If you can do that, you can pull it in the seats, pull out the seats. You gotta offer a little elbow grease. And that's what driving is. It's about knowing how to do the elbow grease without overdoing it, without forcing it, giving it a little tug, giving it a little push. Speaking of modification, if you can modify the Kanai gel, the Jerusalem, the Dance Kuduro, if you could do 2 or 3 different versions, you could do 2 or 3 different versions of any driving skill. That's correct. You understand? So apply the Kanai gel, the Jerusalem, the Dance Kuduro, in the car. Do those 2 or 3 different versions or modifications. The same way you do the line dances, do the line dancer, bring it in the car with you, which means to have fun, not to take it too seriously, not to turn to a chore. And please don't fight the people who's trying to help you, even though I know it may be unpleasant at times, because you're delaying yourself from getting better. You're just delaying yourself from reaching your true potential. You're delaying yourself from reaching excellence and greatness. I think there might be future creation in the steering wheels where they have arrows to help you to turn, know when to turn when you are reverse driving or parallel parking to help you not to overturn the steering wheel. Similar to how there might be arrows for the jacuzzi, for the water valves, or for the waterfalls to help you not to overturn them. Maybe there might be arrows, or you can put your own arrows with the tape or permanent markers to help you to turn just enough but not to overturn when angle parking or parallel parking. Now, I'm mainly talking about different modifications with driving, but it goes with like just as there's different modifications, how you have to modify your class lessons if you're a teacher for the babies or teenagers or college students, how you have to be able to change or switch it up, do a switch a Rooney. If you could switch it up and modify your lesson plans or your behavior with the kids, with the students, you could do the same thing with um, driving. If you can modify you paying your bills or adding receipts to your bills, you can drive. If you can modify a loan signing agent to be a notary with the documents, you can drive. If you can modify your resume, if you can modify your job, it can modify your money orders, it can modify um, anything. You can drive. And it's just basically you just switching it up. If you can modify making videos, it can modify your 2 or 3 beach bags on a pulley, you can drive. It is basically substituting. If you can substitute anything in life, having a plan A, B, or C, you could drive by substituting plan A, B, or C and behind the wheel with your teacher, examiner, or on your own. Look at it this way. Just as there's, even though God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, they are one, but 3 different personalities. If you can modify with them, you could drive by saying, I can modify with God, I can modify with Jesus, I can modify with the Holy Spirit, I can switch it up with God, I can switch it up with Jesus, I can switch it up with the Holy Spirit, I can drive. The reason I'm going on like this is to help you with your differentiation skills, to help you to distinguish, to help you to deter, not deter, to being able to pick or choose. If you can modify your statements with the ladies, if she's acting funny, if she's not talking much, then you get a reaction from her, you can drive. So this is a life skill thing. If you can modify your entrepreneurship, this could help you to get that $1 million check. You never know. You think you're organized now, but when you switch things up, when you substitute, when you have a backup plan, that could be more organized, more prepared, more resourceful, more diligent, more analytical, help you use better critical thinking skills when it comes to driving. It help you to put it all together. It help you to look at both sides. It help you to be neutral. It help you to be objective. I say help you to be more neutral. That's pun intended, since driving has a neutral gear. Pun intended. Very much pun intended. You're welcome with my pun, and you're welcome with my neutral self. If you are nervous or scared, this can help you to modify your feelings, to modify your emotions. We go from scared to prepared, scared to courageous by doing the 4-7-8 technique 4 times, or the 3-7-10 technique 4 times. You know, I forgot, didn't you? Or you could modify between it. Maybe you could do the 4-7-8 technique once, then the 3-7-10 technique once, then the 4-7-8 technique once, then the 3-7-10 technique. Help you to calm yourself down when you're behind that wheel. Therefore, please don't feel a certain type of way if the examiner or the teacher starts out nice, but then they get more aggressive. They're modifying their behavior so you can be prepared for any type of situation on that road. Basically, if you have 10 or 12 different ways of doing things, that's going to help your driver skills rationally. If you could say reading the word 10 or 12 different ways, you could drive 10 or 12 different ways. If you could say a tricky French word or a Spanish word or Italian word 12 times or 12 different ways, you can drive 12 different ways. So that's what I mean by modify. Change it up, edit, proofread, tweak up. Once again, this is a life skill thing, not just with driving. You could change your driver skills for the better. You could change your body for the better to help you to live a healthy life. You could change your thought process. You could change your thinking. You could change your way of learning. You could change the way you sleep. You could change the way you eat. Basically say, please don't be stubborn. Please don't be rigid. Uh, please don't be rebellious. You could always learn something new each and every day. You learn something new every day. Be open-minded to learn something new. That means your mind is still young, even though you might be getting older. So look at it as you have a youthful mind, especially if you courage, curious, or inquisitive. If you're curious, that can help to take you around the world mentally, and that can help you with your driving journey. And if you want to, I always tell you, the more words you read, the more places you will go. And you could bring the most common words, 100, 200, 300 most common words with you in the car. You can read those words in the car. If you're confident in reading those words, it'll help you to be confident in driving. For example, if you're confident in reading these words, this will help change your life. This will help save your life. You could bring this sheet with you in the car. It could be in any word, whether it's a long syllable word or short syllable word with you when you're driving. This could be your GPS. This could be your map that you could use. This could be a tool you could use before you drive. Let's say I might be scared of driving, but I am courageous in reading unfamiliar words, 100, 200, 300 unfamiliar words. I might be scared of driving, but I can dance. I'm courageous in dance. I'm courageous in line dance. So you can mix up what you're afraid and mix it up with the parade. So you can mix driving with reading words. You can mix driving with the line dancing. You can mix driving with fashion. You can mix driving with music. You can mix driving with breathing, the 4-7-8 technique or the 3-7-10 technique. You can mix driving with ice cold water on your head. You can breathe in the 4-7-8 technique in the AC, or bring your fan to help loosen those tight, tense muscles so you will hyperventilate. There's a array of things you can use. You can even bring your book bag, which is a bag full of tools with you. It might have your journal, it might have your laptop. You can bring that with you in the car if That'll make you feel better if that's your home or way of home, your book bag being, or your purse for the ladies. It's up to you. I think I said everything I need to say. Thanks for listening. Please have a blessed day. See you later. Stay blessed. God bless. I will talk to you later, my kings and queen. And you're the driver king. You're the driving queen. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. Thanks for listening. Please have a blessed day. See you later. Stay blessed. God bless. I will talk to you later. God bless.